Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm doing your February reading, but before I get started, happy birthday season. I want to wish all my beautiful Aquarius sun souls out there an amazing birthday. I hope you guys feel loved, feel blessed, ready for a new year to begin. And just overall, I can feel the sun moving into Aquarius. I can feel the energy lifting up and more light and positive vibes are coming in. So of course, as always, feel free to leave your birthday in the comment section so I can congratulate you on a personal level. And yes, maybe you'll find your birthday twin. You don't know. Might be. All right, Aquarius, I was meditating on your energy, and it's just a message that came through, and I wanted to start off sharing that with you guys because you guys are like, your spiritual energy is really activated here. So a lot of profound energy is surrounding you guys, and when I tune in, there's like all these downloads coming in. What I'm feeling is they ready. It's what I keep hearing, like they are ready now. As an Aquarius, you have a certain very special type of purpose on this earth, and a lot of times when you were young, you had like this vision, this beautiful way of looking at the world, at the future of this earth, of the world, and so much hope, so much inspiration. And while you grow older, you saw that a lot of people just weren't ready for your new envisionary way of this earth and this future of our children and their children, basically the future of Mother Earth. I start to feel this energy of like people are waking up, and there's more and more people that are willing to listen, willing to work with your ways. A lot of times you guys come up with things that, and then 10 years later people are finally ready for what you've been saying like 10 years ago. I know that happens a lot to Aquariuses, and it also depends on the rest of your chart, of course, how much you are able to really do with that. But I feel that this year is going to be the start off of people really waking up and opening up to your vision of the future and how and what we should do, for the benefit of all, for everybody, you know. So I think that your work is now finally starting to really activate, and you find more space and room in life to not just have that 9 to 5 and then all those things on the side, and just, you know, moving and going through life, but not necessarily feeling really grounded or very connected in it as like purpose wise. And that does deplete your energy on the long term, which I've been seeing with a lot of you guys. You get really confused because you have like all these ways of seeing things, and for some reason the society or humanity by itself just isn't really ready on that level. The rest of the zodiac signs are just sort of dancing around that, and you're like, why are we dancing around the problem? We can just have the solution and it will work, you know. And I feel like they're waking up, and you're starting to be ready, like the world is getting ready for your work, you know, for the way of the Aquarius way, because the Aquarius age, you know, is upon us. And it's just, it takes, of course, a long time for that really to come into place, but it's a start now, and I feel you guys can feel it. The world is changing, and you are on the start of something. So I thought it was very fascinating. That might not connect to all of you, depends on where you're at right now in your life, on your life path, on your journey, but I wanted to give you guys that overall message, because you are the humanitarians of this earth, and there's just a lot of things happening with the earth, and I know a lot of you are really actively involved in it. Like, you really just want to know what's going on, what can we do, how can we change things, and there's room for that now. It's like a really profound energy that came through. Let me see what's coming through for you. Okay, I'm sorry, I heard that I have to pick up the affirmation deck, so I will, because ooh, that's a lot. Let's just shuffle a little bit more. Aquarius for February. Aquarius, there we go. When I lean towards love, I am led. And that's beautiful. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. Wow, that's very powerful, Aquarius. I've recognized that I've chosen fear. You've chosen fear. And it might be a little, intense message. Don't get triggered. It's something you say within yourself. If you've chosen the fear pathway, the way of thinking, the way of approaching things, and you're starting to become more and more open towards love. Because when you really, tune it down, it all comes down towards two different frequencies, and that's fear and that's love. And you're starting to really understand the deeper meaning of that, and how you can actually take your personal power back by controlling those two buttons, and which you put on mute and which you put on volume, right? That's shifting, that's changing. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm not saying you did it wrong. No, but it's something you find within yourself. And you say, when I'm lean towards love, I am led, meaning that I have trust, I have faith, I have patience. You are surrendering to the outcome. That's what came true last month for you guys. And it's beautiful, like you're being led. It just is different. There's a different energy when you come from a place out of fear, of a place out of, I just love to do this, I just love to speak, I just love, out of love I'm helping you, out of love I'm speaking towards you, out of love I'm, approaching you or approaching myself, out of love I'm taking care of my body, not out of fear that I might get sick. It's things like that. Out of love I am taking a break, not because I fear that if I keep pushing it then it's gonna go wrong. And I work out of doing something that I love, not because I fear that if I don't work, I don't have enough money and all these things coming down. It's different. It's like, it's a really small way of changing it, of looking at it differently, but it has such big payouts, basically. So that's what's coming through your affirmation are, when I lean towards love, I am led. And then you have, I recognize that I've chosen fear, and I choose again, I choose love. And it's so beautiful. Some of you are like, yeah, well, whatever, just let's get into the tarot right now. But some of you understand this on a deeper level. So let's see. What's coming up for my Aquarius birthday souls? My birthday babes. You're like, I don't even like my own birthday. No. Celebrating your own birthday in whatever way you want. Whatever way you want is important. But at least celebrate that you are on this earth. Here we have the Page of Pentacles. Maybe you want to have a very quiet day at the spa by yourself. Maybe you want to invite like 20 friends over. Maybe you want to take a little trip with just 1 or 2 people. Just do whatever you feel like doing, because it's your day. Okay? It's your season. We have the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles, meaning that you have seen things shift a little bit, okay? Some of you, it's already a progress further. Some of you, it's just a little win or a little bit of luck or a little bit of, oh, well, I didn't expect that, but it's nice, Or maybe like you order a pizza and you get 2 and you're like, well, I'm good with this, It's a little bit, a little bit shift of energy that's coming towards you, which is good, but you're still waiting for that bigger way of things changing. Like, when is my luck really shifting? When I feel like I'm finally free of that waiting around. Some of you really changing your mindset, but it takes some time, okay? Especially when we talk about mindsets. Your mind is very, very powerful. And at times, when things are a little bit stressy or you don't have that much room for yourself, what happens is that your mind is taken over and is trying to remain control, okay? Get back into alignment, do this, do that, that's the way we've always done it. So let's just get back to track. We tried this a little bit, didn't really work out instantly. So let's just, go back to what we know works. Things like that. But you're resisting it. I'm feeling that. Days where certain days where it's going good, and then I have days where not so. But that's fine. I'm going a little bit back and forth, but that's okay because it's a journey. You don't heal or change yourself overnight. It's a journey. You learn a lot along this journey about yourself and about the way that it works for you. So what's happening is that wake up call. Okay, like I said, there's this shift of energy of people are really ready for you to take the lead, to show certain things, show us the way, different way of doing things that might work out better. So I do see that you're being you're being called upon basically to wake up and to start that journey. And I feel that a lot of you are making a complete reset button, like you're pushing the reset button on your life. That might be just in one aspect of your life, but at least somewhere in your life you really are pressing the reset button. It's like, I'm just gonna throw everything out and try again, or try something different, and not really holding on to it too tightly, like, no, but I chose this like 4 years ago, been working on it for like 3.5 years, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Go with how it feels, like how it makes you feel. The Fool, there is this energy, something is coming in that's gonna give you that sense of new beginning, of I'm just gonna, even though I don't know everything, I'm just gonna go out in the world and try. I'll figure it out along the way. You know, you're very social as well, so you might, you know, bump into certain type of group of people that might explain to you how they're living. You're like, whoa, maybe that's something for me as well. It's things like that. Things are shifting on a deeper level. Yeah, like I said, I just feel that something that really holds meaning for you is taking time for you to come in, but it's coming in for you. It really is. It just asks you to just be open with your energy a little bit more, Aquarius. What? I'm going to lay some cards out. Let me see. There we go. Aquarius, February. Aquarius, February. Here we go. We have one more. It's hiding up in here. Aquarius, February. Aquarius, February. Aquarius, February. Oop, okay. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. But I'm gonna go with it because this the storyline is coming true. See? Okay. I'm gonna lay your cards out, Aquarius. One sec. Wow. What a journey you're about to take. Okay. You have goals and dreams and things you want to work towards, and you do want to have a sense of meaning in your life. You want to mean something to a person, to a lot of people, to the world, have a greater meaning. That's what I'm really feeling strongly for a lot of you. Like, just be, either it's like be someone's everything, be that person for someone, or just a group of people. Like I said, it's just, I want to feel like I'm living my purpose, like what I'm supposed to do here. I want to feel that sense of fulfillment, that sense of deep connection, and you're longing for that. And some of you have already more progressed in your journey and you already sort of found that, and now you're working on it and it's in the beginning stages, and you're battling your mind with like, okay, but I also need stability, how am I supposed to like do that, and go a little bit back and forth. Some of you are really still searching on what is it. I feel this urge, but I don't have anything physically that connects to it yet. It's just something out of space. You know, you guys are like really out of space beings, even though your mind keeps you grounded, but you are out of space beings, I swear to God. Okay, so what's gonna happen is that I constantly see this reconciling with your mind, body, and soul. It's like we're starting off a conversation with 3 people. Everybody gets their 10 minutes of talking, and when one is talking, the other 2 have to listen and be silent and wait till their turn to talk. Like you have like insert type thing. You have like a talking pillow, and whoever has the pillow in the group is able to speak. Now what happens is that your soul and your physical body are listening right now to the mind. The mind is speaking, okay? The mind is pretty strict, and the mind has all kinds of opinions and things to say. And then the 10 minutes are up, and it's time for the mind to give the pillow to this, let's say, the soul, okay? The soul has things to say as well. She has her own way of seeing things, and also likes to have her part in this triangle. Well, what happens every time the soul gets the talking pillow and it goes good, and the soul feels like she's being heard and she's being listened to and has like all these ideas he's sharing, and the physical body seems pretty content with her ideas as well. And then what happens? All of a sudden the mind gets up out of the chair and grabs the talking pillow, sits down, and starts speaking again. And the soul is like, but what you know, and the physical body's like, hey, what are you doing? And the mind's like, sit down, I have the talking pillow, so I'm just going to talk now. And yeah, same thing happens. He takes another 10 minutes and gives it up to the physical body. Physical body has it in their hands for 2 minutes and says like, listen guys, might be nice to take a vacation now and then, you know. And the soul is like, yeah, I like that idea, I'm with that. But then after 2 minutes, the mind gets up again, grabs the pillow from the physical body, and is like, let me sit down, and I'm talking again, you know. That's what we're not going to do, and definitely taking a vacation. Are you crazy? Really though? You know, or completely burns down all the ideas. That's what's happening. Only what has been happening for a very long time is that the soul and the physical body were like letting him grab the pillow and sit down, and I actually started listening again. That's not going to be this year, Aquarius. And that's why I'm using this metaphor. So it's quite an interesting situation that's happening, okay, in my brain right now, because I'm very visionary, and with me, you as well. So you can imagine that situation, but that's what has been happening. And that's this. And it goes from like, I'm just grabbing this pillow to like, I'm actually owning this whole conversation. Your mind is it's trying to take back control, but you're not letting it, because your soul and your physical body are ready, and they have things to say, and they have things to show the mind. Like, it's okay, mind, just wait, just follow our leads. And at times it will struggle, at times it will definitely throw this biggest fit, you know, a lot. It's trying to pull the pillow out of your hands. Honestly. And that's here. But you're overcoming it, because your mind comes from the place of fear. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I recognize that I've chosen fear. We have chosen the mind, the fear-based energy to lead us. And I'm choosing again. I choose love. I'm giving the pillow to the soul or the physical body. And that's what's happening. And you're getting overwhelmed at times, and I feel that. But there are really good moments in those days as well, where you're actually leaving that fear behind, you know, and your mind is actually starting to really cooperate with the rest, and it's becoming a triangle, and it's becoming a whole, you know. It's a third eye as well. It's just union. And what's coming out of that is a beautiful energy. It's the best for you. the best, because now once your energy is shifting from a place of fear into love, your mind is so powerful. There's no other sign that has a more powerful mind than you. It's just not. So when you use it for the good and for manifesting the things you makes you happy, everything comes into peace. What I see, peace coming towards your union. Maybe you have you're single or you're with a person, but I see overall there's just an overall union, and I think it's way more important that your mind, body, and soul are working together in that union, so you can teach others, and you can come from a place of knowledge and wisdom, what you've learned and overcome from this journey. And what I see overall is just like your money looks good. Yeah, looks great. I see a new beginning. I see passion. I see love. I see a deeper type of connection, like a soul to soul connection. And it's just overall abundance and happiness. It's almost like you start to feel like these butterflies flying around, and you're like, oh, I'm just so happy, and I don't know why. I don't have any reason. I just feel it, like that energy. I love that. I really do. And what I feel overall is that there's so much more peace coming towards it. And what they showed as well towards me when it came to meditation, Aquarius, and that's why I'm using the cards as a tool today, because it's all out here, okay? I can tell you that. You got the Ten of Pentacles, you got the Ace of Cups, you got the Hierophant, you got the Ace of Wands, you got the Two of Cups, you got the Eight of Cups, you got a Six of Cups. It's like a lot, okay? Queen of Pentacles right here. It looks good, but there's a deeper meaning, because what came through during meditation was something that I had to lay with you guys for this month and this coming months, is what would you do if you knew you were supported? What would you do if you knew that you were supported? And you can take that many different ways, but in the way they showed it to me, for example, if you're single right now and you might have all these fears, like, am I going to end up alone? Am I never going to find that person? All of that. What if you knew that in like 2 years, 2 months, 3 days, and 14 hours, you will meet that one person, and you're going to have that life together, that union, that connection, maybe marriage is something you want. Most Aquarius are not really into marriage, but depends on the rest of your chart. But if you knew that exactly in 2 years, 2 months, 14 hours, that person will be in front of your door. What would you be doing with those 2 years, 2 months, 14 days, or whatever hours I said? 14 hours. I don't remember the days, but it's okay. What would you do? What would you be doing out there in your life right now? If you're in this situation and you have this fear around it, what would you know? What would you be doing? Write it down. Write it down. Write that list down for yourself. If that's something that you have fear about. What if you knew that it's gonna, for example, what if you knew that in like 2 months, 3 days, and 16 hours, you would get a yes on that application of that dream job that you've been wishing for? Right now, you don't know, but it's already written that it's gonna come in those, in those 2 months. What would you been doing in those 2 months? Would you relax? Would you enjoy your free time? Would you like write a book or made a painting? Or would you actually be stressing about sending out more applications, stressing about it, counting all your numbers every day? What would you do if you knew that you would be let? Because your soul knows how long things are going to take. So if you let her lead you a little bit and have that faith in divine timing, you don't need to know the time. You just only need to know that it's going to come for you. And trust in that. And that sense of surrender, because when I tell you, listen, in 4 days it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen in 4 days, I'm not 100% sure, you surrender to it, like, oh, okay, no, then at least I know it's gonna be 4 days. I thought maybe 4 days, maybe 8, maybe it was like, I don't know, like 4 months. Like, what have I been doing if it's gonna take 4 months? Like, I have all this fear, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to make a plan A, B, C, and D? Like, what am I supposed, like that? You are surrendering if I tell you, like, it's 4 days. So go ahead, enjoy your 3 days you still have left. Do some stuff for yourself. You can actually let it go. And that's what you're learning. And that's my my birthday gift towards you guys, is that that's coming for you. And that's just so beautiful, because you have amazing energy on the table, honestly. To see like the deeper level of commitment. Some of you are moving in together, some of you are actually moving out, and it's a great way of continuing the union. It's your way. Yeah, you're being waked up on to tap into the soul. Give the talking pillow to the soul. See, knows. Your mind right now is full of either fear, confusement, or self-sabotaging, holding yourself back. You know, it's like you want to go, you want to leave this safe place, this security, but on the other hand, your foundation, your sense of security is also only thing you got right now. But that's not true, but that's how you feel it, and I get that. But your mind is really playing games with you at days in this month, but it has been for a long time. And you want to break through that cycle, and I see it, and you're breaking free from something significant. And it's almost like in a couple months you won't even recognize yourself, but in the most beautiful way. You're like, oh, I let that go, and I don't know how that happened. I don't know why I didn't do this years earlier, but it was the right timing for you, because it helped you grow. See? So overall, I do want to give you guys a heads up when it comes to your money. There's a person around you that are looking at, your finances like, oh, so, I do have a little bit of that energy. There's someone that's around you that might take more than they say they did, or might say, I need this, and then they don't even need that whole amount, but they need a little bit less, and then they, I don't know. It's just some energy around people looking at your stability or something like that. But I also really see that if you're staying in a union based on the income, based on the security, in the end of the day, the both of you are missing out on a greater love. You were meant to be together for this amount of time, but now it's meant to, move forward. If you stay together for the children or the finances, it's another way to go this year, because this is all out here for you. I want to give that side note. Okay, so there might be some people coming at you, might have to make quick decisions. But if it's only options are things that you're not comfortable with, cut it off, let it go. Something else will come for you. Okay? So don't settle for less than soul contentment and inner peace, basically. All right, I'm going to do pick a card reading. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. 3 cards for Aquarius, please. 3 cards for Aquarius. 3 cards for Aquarius. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. There we go. I'm gonna ring the bell a couple times. Take in a couple deep breaths, release it. Roll your shoulders back a little bit. Don't close your eyes if you're driving right now, I'm just saying. All right, let's get started. First one, be strong. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a very happy outcome. You're stronger than you think you are. And I keep seeing the soul or the physical body ripping the pillow out of the hands of the mind, okay? And I think it's beautiful. So you are stronger than you think you are. And your strength assures a happy outcome. Card number 2. Wow, that's beautiful. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Love yourself, others, and every situation. No matter what it should look like, what they say, all of that. Love them unconditionally. Love yourself unconditionally. No matter what the outward appearance may be. You are all three aspects. You're not just a body, or not just your mind. Okay? Card number 3. There you go. You are the high priestess, okay? Definitely are being called upon. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So that's very powerful. You might need to take your power and teach unconditional love. First towards yourself, then towards others. Basically, it's like you're healing the world. And it's very beautiful. So if you're still here, then of course, leave me a birthday, but also leave me like a new moon emoji. And if you are on a laptop but you don't have emojis or anything like that, you can, type in new moon and I'll get it. That you were still here and you received all the messages, because I really appreciate that you guys taking the time out of your day to listen to my reading. So happy birthday season once again. I love you. I love you, each and every Aquarius soul. I love you. All right, and I'll be back soon.